Osama! Osama!
Once again, we have no idea at this point the loss of life. I can only tell you there were hundreds of emergency workers down there, about 5 or 6 blocks.
September 11th, 2001. In a single morning, 2,976 lives were extinguished. Over 1,000 more were left broken. As the world watched the towers fall in horror, the man responsible was watching too. Deep in the rugged mountains of Afghanistan, in a nondescript room, Osama bin Laden sat watching the BBC. The CIA didn't just want him, they needed him. They identified 19 hijackers, but they were just the blades. Bin Laden was the hand that swung them. But as American bombs began to rain down on Tora Bora, the ghost vanished. He slipped through the fingers of the most powerful military on Earth, crossing the border into Pakistan. And then, silence.
For years, the trail went cold. Bin Laden knew how the West worked. He knew that if he picked up a cell phone or sent an email, a satellite would find him in seconds. So he went dark. No electronic communication, no signals, just hand-carried notes and secret codes. But the CIA is patient. They began squeezing Al-Qaeda's inner circle. They needed a breakthrough. They thought they found it in a doctor, a man who claimed to work with Al-Qaeda, but secretly fed information to the Americans. He played the game perfectly. He gave them small, accurate scraps of intel to win their hearts. By late 2009, he claimed he had the prize. He wanted to meet.
The CIA was ecstatic. They organized a secret meeting at a remote camp in Afghanistan. They even prepared a birthday cake for him, a gesture of trust. Usually, when someone enters an American camp, they should go through 2 layers of security checks. But when his car pulled into the camp, the Americans were blinded by the hope of a breakthrough. They didn't search him. They welcomed him with open arms. He responded by detonating a suicide vest. 7 CIA officers died in the blast. August 2010. The breakthrough finally came, not from a spy, but from a single mistake. The CIA had been tracking a courier known as Ibrahim, who served as bin Laden's right-hand man. They intercepted a single phone call he made in Pakistan. They didn't move in for the arrest. They did something much more dangerous. They followed him. Ibrahim led them to a massive compound in Abbottabad, just a stone's throw from a Pakistani military academy. It was a fortress. 38,000 square feet of land, surrounded by 12 to 18-foot walls topped with barbed wire. It was a structural anomaly. No windows faced the street, no internet, no phone lines. Despite the wealth of the property, they burned their trash instead of putting it out for collection. The CIA knew this compound hides something they were looking for. The CIA set up a safe house nearby, watching the compound through high-powered night vision lenses and hiding microphones inside the trees. They estimated 20 people lived inside. They watched the couriers bring handwritten letters, the only way the inhabitant communicated. Then, in December, they saw a tall, thin shadow walking in the courtyard. That shadow felt a bit familiar. The CIA called this mystery figure the Pacer. He never left the walls. Osama bin Laden was 6'4". They needed to be 100% sure before they started a war inside a sovereign nation.
They needed DNA. They tried a risky gamble. They hired a local doctor, Shakil Afridi, to launch a fake hepatitis vaccine program in the neighborhood. The goal was to get into the house, vaccinate the children, and snag a DNA sample from a needle. But the fortress held. Ibrahim turned the doctor away at the gates. The mission failed, and eventually, Pakistani police would uncover the ruse and arrest Afridi. The window was closing. It was time for Operation Neptune Spear. May 1st, 2011, 1:22 p.m. Two modified stealth Black Hawk helicopters lift off from a base in Afghanistan. Inside are 24 members of Navy SEAL Team 6. Their target? The compound in Abbottabad. 12:30 a.m. local time. The compound goes dark. The SEALs cut the power. But as the first helicopter attempts to hover over the courtyard, disaster strikes. A phenomenon called vortex ring state, the thin air and the high walls, causes the chopper to lose lift. The tail rotor clips the wall. The helicopter goes down. In the Situation Room, 7,000 miles away, the president and his cabinet watch in stunned silence. But the SEALs don't hesitate. They are elite for a reason. The second heli lands its team outside the walls.
They move with surgical precision through the dark, their night vision goggles turning the world ghost green. Resistance is met with suppressed gunfire. They move floor by floor, room by room. 1:10 a.m. They reach the third floor. A tall man appears in a doorway.
For God and country, Geronimo, Geronimo, Geronimo. The code word for enemy killed in action. Osama bin Laden was dead. The mission wasn't over. They had to destroy the crashed helicopter to protect its secret technology. They loaded bin Laden's body, grabbed every hard drive and folder they could find, and vanished into the night before the Pakistani military could scramble their jets. The digital haul didn't just contain terrorist training manuals, letters, and a heavily guarded collection of explicit adult content. It famously included a lot of unexpected things, like popular Hollywood animated movies, viral YouTube videos, and video games, which were likely downloaded for the many children living trapped inside the compound. Back in Washington, President Obama walked to the podium.
Tonight, I can report to the American people and to the world that the United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden, the leader of al-Qaeda, and a terrorist who's responsible for the murder of thousands of innocent men, women, and children.
The man who had spent a decade hiding in a room was gone. Following Islamic tradition, but ensuring no shrine could ever be built in his name, his body was prepared for burial and eased into the deep, dark waters of the Arabian Sea. The hunt was over. Justice had been served.